Hey guys, welcome back to another franchise episode. I believe we're on number 7. Yeah, I know it's been a little bit since we've been around town to say the least, but kind of been mixing dabbling into some different games. But we're back here with some MLB content. We're here on draft day. It's the first thing we're gonna look at. Then we'll take a look around the Major League Ball Club as May just finished. We're here with the second pick in the draft, and so far in the draft, we're really looking for people who can hit. That's a big struggle on our Major League squad. Nobody's been able to hit. We want guys to hit. We preferably with like a left fielder, center fielder who could potentially hit. But we're really looking for a third, second, and shortstop kind of guy who can just mash. A Manny Machado, guys like that. Obviously, Manny Machado, you're probably not going to get very many of those. But we want to try to stick away from first base with Trey Mancini, and catcher as well, with Adley Rutschman and Chance Sisco, hopefully. But going back to first base, kind of stick away because Trey Mancini, and you got Ryan Mountcastle. That's kind of a spot we want to stick away from here. You're looking at the board. The board seems decent. Got a good amount of blue chippers here. I think that's where we're going to go first. We have uh, Beria. Oh, this is going to be a struggle pronouncing names. Victor Beria. He's a speedy, contact-oriented outfielder. Not really something we're looking for. He can get some decent. He's got some decent power there, which actually is kind of interesting. But got really good play skills and decent fielding. Something we might come back to. I'm not really sure. Hits and throws righty, and again, no secondary positions. You'll see that with another one of our outfield prospects, which we're going to get into right now, which is Carlos Tejada. Uh, Again, contact, good plate skills, good speed, but a left fielder with no secondary positions. Weird. So far, looking at them, I think Tejada is the better prospect of the two. And ETAs are both 2021, which won't happen. Then we go to a guy, I looked up his name. It's I already forget. It's Italian, but in the game he's Dutch. Deutsch. First baseman, no secondary positions. Yikes, that's kind of what we didn't want to do. But you take a glance over. Plate skills, phenomenal. Power, pretty phenomenal. Good contact, so really good bat with some good plate skills. Fielding can get to an 80. It's got decent. He's got a little bit above average speed. He's got really good reaction. This guy seems like a third baseman. Really looking at him well. He bats righty but throws lefty. You know, yeah, you always struggle putting lefties out there in the field in the infield besides catcher, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Absolute stud. Gotta work on the arm a little bit, but man, he could be a guy out there. Scrolling through Will Leone. Another thing that I was looking for in the draft, we wanted people who can hit. We want dominant relievers. We've got some pitchers, looking major league wise. There's not a lot of pitching there. There's not a lot of anything up there. But, we get deeper down into the system with some good pitchers like DL Hall, Grayson Rodriguez, Zach Lowther is doing really well. So guys like that, they're kind of chilling around. We don't really have a good, dominant, like, pure relief pitcher. You're not going to see that here with Leone. He's got a little bit of a high stamina, which is fine with me. He's got really good break and velocity. Really, the velocity says it's there, but 93 fastball, not really. That's a little odd. He's alrighty, but really like that pitch mix there with the changeup, sweeping slurve, and then the slider there. Really good, actually. Not bad. We take a look down. Arthur, we go to sort, and again, not a lot of accuracy. Let the CPU scout. I'm not good at scouting in this game. Can't do it again. Gene, oh my. Nothing. Not what we're looking for. That's a Cedric Mullins. We already have one. No, thank you. Irvin Rodriguez. Now, magnificent beard there, but the beard doesn't back up the play style to say the least. Anybody else? Not really looking. Maybe a Brad Reese there at first. No. Jamal Courtney. He's looking more of a relief kind of guy. The guy is looking for fastball, changeup, slur, slider, two-seamer. Not bad. Velocity says it's maxed out, but don't lie to me, game. That's a 93 fastball. Uh, Yikes. I think we're gonna go. And then you see Ty DiMaggio there. Last name. Maybe a grandson of the former big leaguer. Steve Bruno, maybe. Looking at that third base. Not really wowing me there. He's a lefty, but throws righty. Nothing wrong with that. But I think we're gonna take a trip down with Daryl. I think it's I already forget. I'll make sure I get it down. We're gonna go with Daryl here. As you see some guys go by. There's some good ones. And we're back at our pick here. Again, not gonna be a lot of scouting done at this point. Oh my, we've been screwed. Let's look down here, take a peek at Jeff Teague. Looks like he's far away. Yikes, nothing going there. Buster Eddy, 80 grade name. We'll keep moving. Dave Love. Got a cannon. It's got speed. Well, that's it. Struggling here with our second pick. Mackenzie Bellinger. Again, another name that you might recognize. And nothing. Let's take some 80 potential guys. Let's look at Jeff Teague here. Not really. Chauncey Fries. Ooh, it's got me intrigued. Decent repertoire there. It's got a good, decent stamina. Good hits per 9, Ks per 9, walks per 9. Really good makeup. Let's go for it. 21-year-old, 65 overall, 80 potential. So right now he's above average, but can be elite. Let's go with the French fry, man. That'll be good to go with. Think of that bullpen. Paul Fry and Mr. French Fry. Competitive balance. We get the first pick. Ooh, we won something. Again, not much to look off of. Julio, actually not bad hitting wise. Got a lot of speed there, but you know we're not looking at a poor hitter to start off. Stephen Campbell. Nothing. No 80s. Jeff Teague, we've already looked at him. Roosevelt Sanchez, what a name. What a prospect. That can't be right, but oh my lord, look at that pitch mix. We're going with Roosevelt Sanchez. I mean, just look at it. Slider, fastball, forkball, fast, two-seamer, changeup. That's insane. He's not going to be that. But with an average injury risk, born in Kentucky, I mean, hey, I don't know what born in Kentucky has to do with anything, but he's coming to Baltimore. Round 3. Again, Chang Ho Wong. Let's take a look at the catcher here. Not bad. Severely underscouted. Take a look at anybody else who's been scouted decently. Steve Lewis, can we take a look at him? We're no longer going to take a look at Steve Lewis. Cedric Damaromo. Well, we'll keep it going with Dean Ortiz. Whoa. Got something here. 21-year-old from California, 70 overall, 70 potential. Great contact. Really good power. Good plate skills. Decent fielding. Really strong arm. Can still be accurate. Not the greatest reaction, but good speed and good stealing. Dean Ortiz is going to join our organization here, the third baseman. Saw Will Fries there. Man, really running out of names. Brock Farmer. That catches my eye. That Arsenal. kind of catches my eye. Really severely underscouted. Gotta see that a lot, but sometimes you gotta take a flyer on some of these guys. That's what we're at. Let's go for gold here. We're gonna take our second starting pitcher of the draft. Said 80 potential there. We'll see if that sticks. But I mean, we gotta shoot for the stars. We're running out of people who've been scouted. Omar Salazar. We'll keep it moving with Rod Gilly. And down to Alfred Spain. And we've got a left fielder here. Again, no secondary positions, guys. I get that fixed within reason. But, I mean, that's something that happens at the Major League organization. Ryan Mountcastle's played 5 different positions in his career so far. So, go with that. Good contact. Good power. No power early, but he's 19 years old. He can hopefully develop. He's got an opportunity to. Go ahead and add another left fielder with no secondary positions. And I think we're going to go quickly here for our last couple of picks. Whose name is sticking out to me? Jamal Pepper. They flash now, 4-seam, running fastball, slider, sinker. Not interested in that repertoire. Looking at the 80 potential guys. Elvis Benitez, he's been here for a while. He's got a good repertoire. Sorry. Luis Matillo. Pedro Sanchez, not Severino. Got good fielding. 19 years old. Alright, let's see. I don't think we've really gotten any. I think we got one. We got Mr. French Fry Man. And that's the end of the player draft. Let's take a look at our, can we take a look at what we got? Daryl Sanchez with a 92 potential. Chauncey French Fry Man, 89 potential. Roosevelt Sanchez with an 89 potential. Dean Ortiz. Really not bad over, starting off. Not a good potential. Obviously, they're saying he's already hit his cap, but not a bad player to start off, just saying. Because people who like that can rake in minor leagues. Brock Farmer with an 85 potential there, already 69. Alfred Spain with the 70 potential, and Pedro Sanchez not looking so hot. Coming up 70, 63, 68, 68, 69, and don't really care. Got some steals there. Obviously our best prospect here, and not looking too bad to say at least A potential. 3 Bs and a C and 2 Ds. Moving on back to the Major League Ball Club, 19 and 43. Oh my, what has gone wrong? Well, if we look here in the month of May, oh my gosh. Whew. Not what you want to see there. Got off to a good, nothing really good going here. And looking at the end of April, already went over that. That stuff doesn't really matter. Going on here after a few wins. Sheesh. And then I believe, yep, lost all 3 games here in June. Going over to some transactions that have happened here for the Baltimore Orioles. The 31-year-old Brian Holiday catcher has been sent down to AAA Norfolk after slashing a 340 OPS. Oh my lord. Chance Sisco, the 25-year-old backstop, gets a call to the major leagues. I think it's his 4th consecutive season, hitting an 878 OPS. Looking over at some of the statistics here, we'll look at the hitters first. Leading in home runs is going to be the wrong button. It's going to be Renato Nunez, followed by Anthony Santander and Trey Mancini, who's had a down year and somewhat regressing. Not what you want to see. Pedro Severino coming up in fourth with 7 home runs. He is getting some boost to some stats there, but a big decline in contact versus lefties. Going over to the steal department. Did it again. Jose Iglesias, who is coming on as of recent and hitting well. Going to OPS. Stevie Wilkerson with the 64 at bats has already hit 2 home runs. Batted in 13 RBIs and was sporting a nice 391 average with a 451 on base. Obviously small sample size, but hey, we'll take it. He's on fire. Renato Nunez has been leading the ball club in most hitting categories there with the 862 OPS. Anthony Santander and Pedro Severino follow with all above 800 OPSs. Getting down to the not so good territory, Austin Hayes and Trey Mancini have not been performing to expectations, not what we've liked to see. Pat Valleca has been doing surprisingly well. Looking at his career OPS is way above it. Oh, to an extent there. He had a good season here in 2017, but we're not worried about that. But look at that nice OPS there, or OBP. Something to look out for. Jose Iglesias, absolutely no power. Well, he had 6 home runs. That's saying something. Looking not a lot of doubles and such because the slugging is so low. Rio Ruiz, nobody cares. And obviously, Cisco just being called up. Hanser Alberto not hitting well at all. What has been the issue for him? We look over. He's got a decent amount of hits. Toggle that stat. He's up towards the top. Interesting, considering his average is so low. What about his walks? 16 walks. 31 strikeouts. He's got 7 doubles. What's been the issue? He's been hit by a pitch 3 times. He's stolen a few bags. And I don't know what to tell you. Looking over here at these fielding percentage, Trey Mancini leading the club, and Stevie Wilkerson bringing up the rear there. Not great fielding stats. War-wise here, I mean, yikes. Let's see, maybe we can find where Alberto has been struggling. 6.8% walk rate and a 13% strikeout rate. Similar to what he did last year, but again, just not getting hits, not really doing anything for the ball club. Looking at who's been getting on, he's been doing well on the strikeout to walk ratio. Here, Iglesias and Wilkerson have been leading the club, and from there, it's abysmal. Who hits the most home runs? The least amount of at-bats. Santander, Nunez, Mancini, Severino. Things you expect. Going over to the pitchers, a shaky story. Means LeBlanc, Velasquez, Cobb, and Block, and Wojo. You're looking through. Block's doing well in ERA. Can't say much about anybody else other than LeBlanc. ERA, not a big stat I'm worried about. You're looking at a poor ERA there from Harvey. Cobb, Scott, Velasquez, Castro, Armstrong, Wojo, and Fry will let it slide. Looking at the high whips of Harvey, Cobb, Armstrong, and Scott, and a low one there from Block. And that big jump there to Blyer. Also, Blyer has been regular use here, as Fry has been the least used reliever out of the pen. We go over to FIP, my favorite stat for pitchers, and it tells a different story. Harvey should have around a 6 ERA. Defense is letting him down. Gonna be a big story here. Same thing for Cobb. Fry has been not pitching as well. Blyer's been getting a little lucky. Same thing for Means, who's been pitching around. Well, that's just what he's been pitching. Scott's been unlucky. Velasquez has been unlucky. Armstrong has been unlucky. Block has been very lucky, but still has been producing for us. Castro, super unlucky. Block been pitching, well, Relatively no luck involved. Either way, Givens has been pitching well. And Wojo, the most unlucky man in the organization here, has been pitching a sparkling sub-3 FIP. Looking around, maybe we'll take a little peek here at the minors, see if anything's been catching our eye here in the OPS statistic for AAA. Ryan Mountcastle looking for a call-up here soon. Wins would have been the guy called up, but not on the 40-man. Taylor Davis hitting well, and same with Cedric Mullins. Looking at Cedric Mullins, he's been getting some boosts to his hitting attributes. Something you like to see, but whew, look at those cold zones. Yasniel Diaz getting some boost here. Always nice to see. And transitioning down to Double-A. Adley Rutschman, is anybody surprised? Upgrades to almost every stat but 3 as base running. Actually 4. But we don't need him to steal any bases, let's be honest. Well, actually, who knows? From there, Adam Hall and TJ Nichting are hitting well, and everybody else you can forget about. Going to pitching, looking at our young studs here as a wonderful rotation here in Double-A. Just going to skip all the way down to FIP, because who cares about anything else right now? Gary Fenter, not a lot of innings. Rodriguez, a lot of innings. I mean, look at the nice FIPs here for some of the guys in our organization. Guys who's not been doing so well. Hall's been having a shaky year in the FIP department, but still registering a good year. Going to Triple-A, Brandon Klein, the pitching. Trust me, it's been a different situation, a different story here. Dean Kramer actually put in a decent month there, but relatively high FIP. Well, not really. That's pretty average and good enough for me. Cole Stewart should be pitching a lot better, but has been unlucky. Bruce Zimmerman has been pitching solidly there, with the same to say for Brandon Bailey. Rob Zensch, Alex Wells has been pitching well, same to say for Michael Rucker and Eric Hanhold. And, relatively low innings for all.